Hi everyone! If you are struggling not getting success, then this video is for you. So please watch and subscribe this channel to get motivated. Sometimes life breaks you, but in that breaking lies your true rebirth. Don't die before your death. These words are not just a phrase, they are a reminder that even when life puts you in the darkest tunnel, you still carry the light within. This is not a story of weakness, but of rising from ashes, a journey of pain, betrayal, and broken dreams that transformed into strength, courage, and unshakable resilience. When dreams were shattered, when the body was crushed, when love abandoned in the most difficult time, instead of dying within, a decision was made to live louder than the pain, a decision to embrace scars, to turn wheelchair into wings, and to make the whole world see that true beauty lies not in perfection, but in rising after every fall. Before diving into the story, here sits why you must listen carefully to every point. Because it's not just about survival, it's about transformation. Because pain can either define you or refine you. Because your scars are not your weakness, they are the map of your strength. Because real courage is not walking without falling, it's rising every single time you fall. 1. How to face broken dreams. Sometimes life doesn't break your bones first, it breaks your dreams. Imagine holding on to the hope of a beautiful marriage, believing that someone who promised to walk beside you forever would stay through thick and thin. But then, life turns cruel. In the moment you need them the most, they walk away. The betrayal is not just in their absence, it is in the silence of those promises that never came true. What do you do when love abandons you? What do you do when the person who was supposed to heal your wounds becomes the one who adds more pain? You cry, you scream, you feel helpless. But then you realize, no one can destroy you unless you hand them the power to do so. And in that moment you gather the broken pieces of your soul and you say to yourself, I will rise. Yes, dreams were shattered. Yes, the heart was broken. But remember, broken crayons still color. Broken souls still create masterpieces. From those broken dreams, a new dream was born. A dream to live for yourself. A dream to rise beyond betrayal. A dream to inspire others who thought life had ended for them. 2. How to accept the unthinkable. Life often changes in a split second. One car crash, and everything you once knew disappears. In that accident, the body broke, the spine shattered, the legs stopped moving. The doctors said, you will never walk again. At first, it felt like a death sentence. Imagine being told that the life you dreamed of will never exist again. But then comes the deeper realization. Walking is not the only way to move forward. Running is not the only way to chase your goals. Life may have taken the ability to move physically, but it gave the ability to see life with new eyes. Acceptance doesn't mean weakness. Acceptance means embracing what cannot be changed and creating beauty out of it. The wheelchair became not a prison but a platform. It became the stage from where strength was shared with the world. 3. How to turn pain into power. Pain is like fire. It can either burn you down or forge you into steel. That accident, that betrayal, that endless suffering could have killed the spirit, but instead it became the source of unmatched strength. When you can't move your body, you learn to move hearts. When you cannot walk on your own, you choose to walk with others by inspiring them. The scars on the body are no longer signs of weakness, they are reminders of survival. Each scar says, you thought I wouldn't make it, but here I am. The wheelchair turned into a throne. The broken body became the vessel of unshakable courage, and the voice, once silent in pain, became a roar of resilience. 4. How to choose life over death. There comes a time when death feels easier than breathing. In those dark hospital nights when machines beat louder than hope, the thought whispers, it's better to let go. But then comes a choice, either die before your death or live even when everything hurts. Choosing life is the bravest thing you can do. Smiling when your world has collapsed, dreaming when everyone says it's impossible, laughing even when tears are your closest friend, that is true strength. Life may not be perfect, but it is still a gift, and the moment you decide to live fully, you become unstoppable. 5. How to become the voice for others. True healing begins when you turn your pain into someone else's hope. The story was never meant to be hidden in silence. It was meant to be shared so that others could see a reflection of their own strength. When you speak of scars, someone else feels proud of their own. When you rise despite the fall, someone else gathers courage to stand. This is not just about survival, it is about becoming a voice for the voiceless, a torch in someone else's darkness. And that's when the message becomes crystal clear. Don't die before your death, live before you leave.